Did you know that it's possible to see photos and private profiles on the Instagram? Now it is possible. It does not matter if somebody blocked you or if you do not have permission to see the profile. Throughout Insta Private Viewer, you will be able to share this. We created something exclusive that can help you to see the profiles private or look at easily. And the most important, with anonymity and security. With this way, you will have access to all content of the profile, photos, videos, and activities. To use these tools is very simple and fast. It is just following the instructions. Step 1. Access our search engine. Step 2. Report the code generated by your activator. This process is necessary to prevent robots from using our system. Step 3. Our system will validate the informed code. Report the username of the profile you wish to view. Step 5. Let our tool do all the work. Step 6. See the profile desired safely and anonymous throughout the link generated. And then, did you like it? Access now for free and get access to the private profiles of the Instagram you too.
I remembered it being pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy to start up a fan account when I was on Vine, so my hopes for this experiment were about as high as Brendan Urie's hopes for living. But Instagram is a whole nother beast, apparently. Initially, my goal was to get 100 followers within the week. Turns out maybe 10 followers would have been a more realistic goal. So I was going to try to teach myself how to edit After Effects again, but what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and I always edit in Vegas, so I felt dedicated to this program. Trying to update myself on 1, the trends, and 2, literally just the process of creating an edit at all after not even crafting one in my head to a random song that I came across in literally years was a whole new level of time consuming. And as much as I wanted to do this well, I quickly realized that I didn't have all the time in the world to consume in my quest to Instagram fan account stardom. So I just kind of ended up trying to recreate what I used to do, but like better. The better part didn't go quite as planned. This edit probably was the edit that I cared about most in the entirety of the week, but I kind of cared about it like James and Alyssa cared about each other, you know? I sort of cared, but like in a kind of emotionally detached sort of way. After I finally completed the editing process, I spent a little bit too long racking my brain and pondering how I used to get my edits from my laptop to my mini laptop. And then I remembered that I used to convert them to MOV, email them to myself, all that fun jazz. And at last, just like that, my first edit was, oh no, let's backtrack a little bit, I forgot something. Awesome. Once my edit had a cover, and it was all squared up, it could finally be posted. The black bars suffocating the cover don't look too hot, but I'd hate to accidentally clickbait all the unsuspecting fangirls of Instagram by making the cover prettier than the actual edit, so I just gave up and left it. This was way more trouble it was worth, and let me tell you, after this saga, I already didn't want to do it again. I did throw together another edit on this day though, ironically, The Star is Born. I say ironically because A Star was definitely not born this week. On day 2, I woke up in the morning, eagerly checked my phone, and was rewarded for yesterday's trials and tribulations with a whole lot of sweet buckle. Which, I gotta tell ya, really motivated me to keep up my grind. Yeah, I was kind of hoping Instagram would have standards as low as their video quality, but it looks like I am not in luck. I mean, I didn't expect to blow up right away, but I did figure that my one real chance of success was to follow the trends. So I made an edit of Finn Wolfhard. The strangest thing about it is that I don't know anything about Finn Wolfhard. But hey, at least he's a pretty muse. Keeping up with this was hard, so my aspirations quickly went from producing something high quality to producing something mildly worthy of being judged by the eyes of Instagram fangirls. Basically, I found my style really fast, and it was just the quickest, easiest shit I could do wrapped up in a shitty little to-go bundle. A girl's gonna post what a girl's gonna post, okay? For a song that claims to not be made for the simple life, this edit was painfully basic. But hey, at least the cover worked this time. Unfortunately, all it really did was enlarge the ugliness, though. On day 3, again, upon checking Instagram, I realized that the results were pitiful. And honestly, I was getting really, really sick of editing. Opening Sony Vegas was like opening the gates of hell, but I'd spent way too many hours fucking around on how to give up now, okay? I was dedicated. Unfortunately, it seemed like my laptop wasn't really enjoying the experience either, because it just kept black screening and ending my screen recording. I stopped even really panicking when my laptop half died on me, though, because I figured that if it ever did full die, that I'd at least have an excuse to end the experiment. On the upside, I was becoming a little more well-versed every time I greeted Satan. I mean, I even looped the Lauren audio, guys. We can just ignore the fact that my editing MO was still just to find the most common beat in the audio and paste a low effort Zoom. It worked, okay? And it seemed like the harder I tried anyway, the worse my edits got. Also, I obviously wasn't really reaping any benefits from trying hard because my first edit still had 0 likes. And I don't actually follow Lauren, but Ariana Grande will always hold a special place in the heart of yours truly, so I balanced out my editing day by chucking in Ariana Grande edit into the woodworks too. On day 4, it wasn't just my laptop spiting me. It was now my Wi-Fi also. Also, I had no results to witness because, hey Talia, didn't you already upload this edit last night? Well, yeah, I did, but it turns out my boyfriend was out to spite me too because in my haste of closing the Instagram app before he saw what I was doing and started questioning me, I forgot to tag the video. But it seemed to be worth the stress because in no time, I had 2 whole likes. And 2 comments to boot. One of which was obviously spam, and one of which may have been copy-pasted directly from the comment section of my last edit. Or maybe one of the other hundreds of edits that she probably comments this on every day without liking. But the attention was great. In a desperate attempt to speed up the course of this experiment, because you can't speed up a week, but you can speed up the time it takes for you to run out of shit to post in that week, I decided to upload my Ariana Grande edit on the same day. Technically it was meant to go up today anyway if I hadn't been a little bit dopey with Lauren's tags, so I justified it. Hey, people love this one too! Or actually probably they're just like cute Ariana Grande clips, but you know, I can relate. On the final day, get it like final, but like it was the day 5, so I couldn't be screwed making any more edits, and the only edit I had left was the ironic masterpiece that was Falling, Jackson and Ally. And yes, I gave up on pasting those 2 stars into my description before posting the edit that it actually would have been accurate on. And I also apparently spaced completely on the whole tagging situation. Honestly, I just didn't care anymore. So truly, in the end, no star was born this week. Instead, a star filled with hopes and dreams and ambition fell. Hey, at least it put on a pretty quick show on the way down. So I learned that starting a fan page definitely takes some commitment and dedication and like literally just caring at all, even in the slightest bit. But I do remember really enjoying running that fan account on Vine, so I wouldn't discourage anyone from trying this just because I didn't get 100 stars falling at my feet to help me reach my follower goal. Just do it for the right reasons and you won't care anyway. So remember, fan accounts are all about the creativity, showing off how much better you are than all the other fangirls, and counting down the days on the calendar it takes for your idol to notice you. Good luck, fangirls, because you'll need it. Quick plug to hit the subscribe button if you like this. Go check out my merch or my ebooks or whatever the hell else I'm trying to pawn off to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Mwah, I love you.